welcome back to Tiny T Gaming. This is Bellwright episode 25, and I am finally going to take Horndean in this episode. As you can see now, starting straight away with ringing the bell, I mustered 27 of my companions for this fight and instantly start taking casualties. I lost way more of my fighters simply clearing out the forest than I thought I would, which was a little frustrating, but it was what it was. It took so long mustering them back and forth that I just sent them to Horndean so that I could just get on with it, because I was getting really frustrated with it. So I thought I would just send them down, and then once they were there I would just get on with it. But the byproduct of that was that, as you can see, not all of them had shields for some reason, and not all of them were fully armoured. So I went with what I got, and I took the casualties in accordance with that, which was a small sacrifice because I managed to clear it out initially, and then I decided to muster them. What was left, I had 23 left after initially clearing it out, and I decided I would check over them. Too many without shields, and some of them not even wearing any body armour, which was really annoying. So I just thought I'd go along, see what was needed, and then do a bit of fast travel back and forth, ferrying kit to them so that those who needed it could at least be fully armoured for the next fight, as it is a big reclamation party coming to take Horndean back. So I thought I would just get on with it, get the kit that was needed pretty much everything barring weapons. At least they had weapons, but I had initially sent some back who didn't have weapons because it was just taking too long before I initiated the liberation. So thought I'd armour them up now. Some of them were still wearing like half civilian clothes, and then I realised some don't even have rucksacks on, and I was thinking, how is this the case? Because I have the legionary preset for weapons and armour, and that has it all comprehensively on, with second choices if they've run out of the gambesons that they're wearing now, the red one. But I thought I'd, without moping about it, just get on with it and make sure they're equipped correctly. So went back and forth again, quickly rushing around because I want to create as much space between my unit and the reclamation party, so that if my reclamation party is defeated, or I'm killed, I can jump back and forth, potentially grab a bow if needed. But space is time, and having that buffer is really important. So I decided that I would get some food and bandages as well, because if it became like a running battle where they end up fighting other big groups of bandits and brigands on the way, which they did, I could then get them to heal up. So they came across a small bandit group and took casualties again, I believe. They took one casualty, which was again expected but annoying. And then I decided to quickly fix that, because I realised all the materials had been dropped off that signpost but hadn't been put together, which again makes no sense to me whatsoever. But as you can see, some of my companions are running around with logs, and some of them are their inventories were quite full, so I thought I'd go along and just see if I could redistribute stuff so that everyone would have an item of food and a bandage or something as much as possible. It wasn't an even spread, but I did what I could and went along. As you can see, my little warband is reasonably well armed now. I am relying on numbers to win these fights because they don't have chainmail or any of that armour yet. I know you can unlock chainmail and plate armour as in knight's armour. It would be really cool to do that to carry out the last fight, but that might take too long because this game is literally burning my laptop up, and it's taking a long time, and I do want to be able to split my time between other games, but I'm really focused on completing this game, especially now that I'm so close. So once I was reasonably satisfied, I then went on and I decided I would go and take the fight to them. I did, however, notice that there was pockets of bandits between myself and the reclamation party, so I decided to quickly deal with these, as it's just a bit of XP farming really when they're this low level bandits. Someone came and helped me quick, but then they were fine, got through them and then decided to move on. With the loot, I'm trying to just make sure I collect all the loot nowadays, because it's the money. I'm using so much coin, carrying out the trades each day. I know you can trade one item and get the prosperity boost, but I do need stuff like resin. I do need certain items like rope and bronze here and there, because it is quicker now that my priorities have changed from crafting bronze ingots to now crafting iron and steel ingots. But as you can see, it's quite a large reclamation party having to deal with 22 companions with me. I've got first blood, which I was quite pleased with. Got second as well, and then start taking casualties immediately. That first wave and my front rank pretty much evaporated, which I did expect, because the archers do claim them quite quickly, and I don't use archers really, just because they don't have a shield in hand, so there's no chance of blocking any missiles. But there you go, Bellwright of Horndean now, so that is the second to last settlement now under my control. I am buzzing with this because it means I can recruit engineers, which then research can be done much quicker. I'm so happy with that. And I can carry on with the tier 3 researching now and start building more of those structures. So really pleased with this. Made some really good progress finally. It is day 158 in game, and I have put the slog in, put some real time in, and I am buzzing with this. I do know that I need to upgrade my companions' weapons and armour though, and I need to make sure that I have basically have as the best quality companions in skills and weapons and armour as I can before I move on to the last settlement now, because then I can focus on getting what everyone sorted for the final push, which will be the Brigands encampment, that old fortress that they've occupied. But really good. So here I am just recruiting the 3 engineers. I do recruit a blacksmith as well. I'm pretty sure that because they're not an apprentice blacksmith but an actual blacksmith, that their skill set is higher, which is always good. Once I got those 3 engineers and 1 blacksmith, I sent them on their way back to my settlement, and they can get cracking straight away with all of the jobs that need doing. I'm just trying to do an aggressive amount of research now, because I want to get through the research stages so I can just start crafting the best weapons and armour, instead of researching low level armour and weapons and then making it, and then researching more and then making more, because I just see that as a waste of resources. It's better just to get the research trees done and then move on. So I've got a structure being built, and now I'm just going to head back and get to the settlement. I'm really pleased with what I've done so far. Now I am getting close to the end. The light is at the end of the tunnel. This is a great game. I would definitely recommend to anyone to play it, especially if you've got a lot of free time, which I have been reasonably fortunate to have lately, but that doesn't always last forever, so always got to make the most of it. So now I've got some good armour being researched, finally getting the Horbook done, Crusader Horbook, really pleased to be getting that. I'm going to get the plate armour unlocked if I can. But please leave a comment down below, tell me what you liked, tell me what you want to see next, or any ideas for the next game to play and make a series on. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe.